It's the Porter Wagoner Show, starring Porter Wagoner and the Wagonmasters with Speck, Rhodes, and Norma Jean, bringing you your favorite songs and stars of the Grand Ole Opry.
We're so glad to see you, been wondering how you've been. Everybody feeling nice, let's fun begin.
Well, a great big howdy, and welcome to our show. I think we've got one of our better shows lined up for you today. Mr. Carl Smith will be along in a few moments, Norma Jean, Speck, and a whole host of folks. But right now, let's do the $2 bill, boys. Dark and a raining, and I gotta go home. Gotta go home, boys, gotta go to the house. Dark and a raining, and I gotta go home. I'm on my long journey home. I lost all my money but a $2 bill. $2 bill, boys, a $2 bill. I lost all of my money but a $2 bill. I'm on my long journey home. All right, Mack. Like smoke to rising, and it surely is a train. Surely is a train, boy, surely is a train. Like smoke to rising, and it surely is a train. I'm on my long journey home. Lost all my money but a $5 bill. $2 bill, boy, a $2 bill. Lost all of my money but a $2 bill. I'm on my long journey home. All right. Lost all of my money but a $2 bill. You don't see many of them anymore. Right here's a fellow that you see an awful lot around the country because he works a lot of personal appearances and makes some of the finest records for the Columbia folks. Let's welcome him back to our show, Carl Smith. Come on here.
Well, you don't see many of them anymore, do you? That's a good song you sung.
Thank you. Thank you.
I've always said old String's gonna make it if he keeps copying.
Say, the last time you were on, we had your dogs with us. And we got more mail and more talk about that than anything, man. You're going to have to bring him back, but tell him to go down.
He won't eat
Friday.
nothing but steak now.
Is that right?
You can't, there ain't nobody can get along with it. He just lays out in the yard, and if you walk up to him, he looks up at you and growls.
Well, that's what happens when you become a star.
Yeah, I know it.
Hey, do us a song.
Now, he's lonesome to come back and see you again, Porter.
I feel like crying. My heart is breaking. 'Cause you were making a fool out of me. I feel like crying. Now I'm forsaken, and you have taken the heart out of me. I saw you, darling, in town last night. You and your new love were doing all right. I stood there staring, to my surprise. I couldn't really believe my own eyes. I feel like crying. My out of me. Though you deny it, I still love you. I feel like crying. What else can I do?
Thank you, Carl Smith. And if you feel like crying, well, watch this. It might cheer you up a little. You can throw it in the river. You wore it out.
Just burn it.
No, that's fine, man. That's Buck Trent and one of his own numbers called Stampede. Now it's time for the little lady to come out and grace our stage. Let's make her welcome. She does a real pretty song. Pretty Miss Norma Jean. Come on out here, young lady.
Thank you.
I think this is one of your prettiest ones.
Thank you, sir. This is one of my favorites called Then Go Home to Her.
Thank you, Miss Norma Jean, and isn't that a beautiful song? Then Go Home to Her. I want to do a kind of an old tune for you here that we have in an album that we done quite some time back. Mack, you'll kick it off, one called Crying My Heart Out.
Oh, somewhere the music's playing soft and low, and a stranger the world to me, and like a fool I stood and watched you go. Now I'm crying my heart out over you. Those blue eyes, now they smile at someone new. Ever since you went away, I die a little more each day, while I'm crying my heart out over you. Each night I climb the stairs up to my room. It seems I hear you whisper in the gloom. I miss your picture on the wall and your footsteps in the hall, while I'm crying my heart out over you. Now I'm crying my heart out over you. Those blue eyes, now they smile someone new. Ever since you went away, I die a little more each day, while I'm crying my heart out over you. We'll be right back. Stay right with us. What are you doing with the fiddle out here, Speck?
I'm going to play one on it.
Oh, are you?
Yeah,
Say, by the way,
violinist.
we've been having a lot of requests for you to play a tune. They've watched you play some turnarounds and
Yeah.
things on your
I can play a whole piece on one of it.
Is that right?
Yeah. You want to hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Y'all can play classical music, can't you?
Oh, just about anything.
Y'all know the Hot Canary?
Yeah.
I'm not too hot on that one. We better not try it. How about the St. Louis Blues? You know the St. Louis Blues? Huh? Wait a minute. But wait a minute. Wait. Hold it just a cotton-picking minute. I ain't started yet. You're half done and I ain't hit a lick yet. I start the thing out by myself. See? And then after I get going good, then y'all can just fall in. Might be better if you fall off. If you got the keys, he wants to leave. Huh? The key? Oh, about middle ways down on the neck of that guitar there, right in there. B flat. Yeah, I'll play it in B, and you guys can flatten it out as we go. All right, you ready? Okay, now wait till I get started.
The St. Louis Blues will never be the same, Speck. That's fine. If you'd like to have some pictures and a lot of snapshots and some songs of this little aggregation that's on our show here, we have a souvenir book that has a lot of pictures and interesting things in it. And all you do to get one of them is drop 50 cents into an envelope and mail that to Porter Wagoner, Box 404, Nashville, Tennessee. And in turn, we'll send you one of these books right back. And I'm going to do one of the numbers that has the words to it in this book. So many of you folks have written to me and asked me where you could get a copy of this particular song, and it's in our book. It's titled, What Would You Do If Jesus Came to Your House? What would you do? What would you do if Jesus came to spend some
time with you. If Jesus came to your house to spend a day or two, if he came unexpectedly, I wondered what you'd do. When you saw him coming, would you meet him at the door with arms outstretched in welcome to your heavenly visitor? Or would you need to change some things before you let him in? Like burn some magazines and put the Bible where they'd been. Oh, I know you'd give your nicest room to such an honored guest. And all the food you would serve to him would be the very best. And you'd keep assuring him that you was glad to have him there, that serving him in your home was joy beyond compare. But I wonder if your family conversation would be the same, or would you find it hard to say a table grace? Would you be glad to have him stay forever on and on, or would you sigh with great relief when finally he had gone? You know, it might be interesting to know the things you'd do if Jesus came in person to spend some time with you. What would you do? What would you do if Jesus came to spend some time with you? Thank you very much for that good message, and thanks a million to all of you folks who patronize our sponsors. A while ago when Carl was out, I didn't introduce his steel guitar player, a guy that's been with him many years, Johnny Seifert. Johnny, we're glad to have you with us again, man. And one of the real great steel guitar players, and has had a lot to do with the fine sound of your records, Carl, hadn't he?
I don't know, Eddie.
He sure
Don't
has.
you like to get people on the show to talk to you?
We was talking a while ago about Johnny Steele, and Carl said one of these days I'm going to get him a can of paint for Christmas and let him paint it.
That's
He's
not the
good.
worst looking guitar I ever saw. You know?
Well, I'll tell you, that's true. It sounds great. Do another song for us.
All right, John.
Now, darling, it's this my desire to live so hard and do the things that lovers always do. So put your little hand in mine about whose diamond ring so fine. Then I'll build a bungalow for two. Closer, a little closer. Well, there ain't no use to stay so far away. So, darling, turn on all your charms while I hold you in my arms. Let old Mother Nature have her way. Now, my baby, take a chance, well, I'm a-aching for romance. Know that you were meant for me to love. Well, you know your heart is a beating fast. You know I'm gonna win that fight. Cuddle up and be my turtle dove. Closer, a little closer. Well, there ain't no use to stay so far away. Oh, baby, when I hold your hand, I feel just like a grown-up man. Mother Nature says now, that's the way. Well, ain't no use to stay so far away. So put your little lips to mine about a diamond ring so fine. Let
That's great, man. That brings back a lot of fond memories. We got a little time left. Would you do us a...
I'm sorry about that. I just tore up my strap. I was putting a little showmanship in it and ruined the act.
We got about a minute left. Sing us a little bit of something. Anything you want
Just
to.
a medley of something in a minute or two? Yeah. All right. Have I killed a minute yet? B flat, gentlemen. Now how many lips I've kissed, and they said your soul was closed. How many, I wonder, but I really don't want to know.
Thank you, man.
You know, I don't know how come I sung that. That wasn't what I intended to do.
Is that right? We got to go down. Thank you, Carl. We'll see you all next week. Join us then, won't you? Bye.
This has been the Porter Wagoner Show, a half hour of good country music and fun, brought to you from the home of the Grand Ole Opry.